Old man here, have you ever used your action camera and you get that annoying wind sound that sounds something like this? And it should sound something like this. Well, I have an easy hack that will fix that, and I'm going to show you how coming right up. So what we have here are two GoPros that we're going to be using for this example, but this will pretty much work on any action camera that you may have in your possession. And what we have here, if you look at the GoPro real closely, we've got these three little slots here on the GoPro 2, and this is where my pointer is pointing to, and that's your actual microphone for this particular GoPro. On the GoPro 4 it's a little bit different, but it's still on top. It's really close to the power supply, and you've got two little slits here that are showing there, and that's your microphone for the GoPro 4. The GoPros have very sensitive microphones. They will pick up pretty much anything, and they do a really good job. So especially on when you're going down on your mountain bike, or if you're moving at a high rate of speed, or if it's just the wind's blowing, you're going to get that wind that comes across and makes that terrible sound that you saw in the opening scene here. And what we want to do is we want to cover the microphones on each one of these, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to need a couple of different items. You're going to need a piece of foam. You can also use a piece of cotton, and this just came off a shirt. You can go to your home improvement store and pick up those bag of rags that you use to wipe things down. Those are usually cotton, and you just want to fold that up, and that'll be what you put on the top of your GoPro device. And then last but not least, you are going to need a rubber band, and I like kind of the thicker rubber bands but are smaller in size, and the reason for that is you want to be able to wrap that rubber band around this GoPro so you don't have an issue with it slipping off or anything like that. So once you have all those items, very simple to do. Take your GoPro, take your sponge or your cotton, put it right over the microphone, take your rubber band and just wrap it on top of the microphone like I'm doing here, and set it into place. And once you've done that, you're done. Now there's one added feature I want to tell you about this. I happen to use a gimbal when I'm mountain biking. Keeps the camera steady and that smooth shot. And there could be a concern about the rubber band interfering with the leveling of the GoPro inside the gimbal, and that's not going to be an issue, and let me show you why. I've got a gimbal here that I use, and if we take a closer look at this, we've got this nice slot in here where the GoPro is going to sit. And if you look really closely here, this ledge is where the GoPro sits on. And if we take the GoPro that I've just put this filter on, we can actually slide this into the gimbal and then make sure it's level, and then we can tighten this up. And if you'll notice, the rubber band here does not interfere with where the edge of the gimbal is. So you've got a good level surface, you've got your microphone that is covered up, and now you're ready to roll. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Promo time! Hey, if you like this video, do me a favor and click on that like button below. And if you really like this video, click on that fancy little button that starts with an S and ends with an E and subscribe to this channel. And one more thing, if you want to see all the cool stuff that I use to make this video, click on all those links in the description and you'll get there. Quote of the day: I didn't fail 10,000 times, I simply tried 10,000 ways that didn't work. Thomas Edison. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this old man is out. Take 6. Old man here, have you ever used your... And if you really like this video, click on that fancy little button that has an S on the right. Number 2, take 2. Take 6. Promo time! Hey, if you look... Take 7. Take 7? Meh. Take 10. Take 14.